This video is sponsored by Moft. Hi, it's Simon, and over the last few months, I've been refining my tiny tech setup to focus on minimalism and productivity, and today I'm excited to share powerful, tiny tech accessories that have made life and work a lot simpler and more fun, from focus tools and note-taking to tiny cameras and satisfying office tech accessories you might not have considered. So these tiny tech tools don't just look good, they make a huge difference in how I work and stay focused. So grab a coffee, yep, that is part of it, settle in, and let's explore a few of my favorite gadgets this year for improving your life and work. Now, disclaimer, of course, I do get sent a lot of these things to test, but these are the ones that I rated and think are worth keeping. And everything mentioned is linked below if you fancy trying it out. So when it comes to staying focused and energized, I struggle as much as the next person, trust me. But these three tiny tools have helped me a lot. Number one is this. Let's kick off with the Ultra Human Ring Air. Now, I've been wearing this little guy for a while now, and it's honestly become part of my daily routine. Of all the rings out there, I think this is one of the best for two key reasons. Number one, there's no subscription fees. Secondly, it's small, tiny, you might say. There are a lot of fitness trackers out there that you wear on your wrist or other smart rings that feel bulky and a bit in your face. This isn't one of them, and often people ask me, is that a normal ring? You barely notice it when you're wearing it, but the amount of data that you get from this is next level. Now, the real magic though happens at night, and I think a fitness ring like this is best for tracking sleep cycles and improving your sleep. It will also track heart variability, and recently Ultra Human have notably added specialist workout tracking that I love for using while I'm doing outdoor running, cycling, yoga, that kind of thing, and it even links to Apple Fitness. So all of this as well will also tell you how you recovered from your workout the next day. It's like having a tiny coach on your finger. That's pretty weird. Nonetheless, it will give you insights without distraction of the apps in front of you. And the result, I think, better sleep, more energy, and better focus if you use it to your advantage. So this thing keeps me focused on the big picture and gets work-life balanced. So I recommend it. Now, number two on my tiny tech list are these. Let's talk about focus and distractions. These are the Loop earplugs with adjustable decibel protection. Now, there's a couple of different models of these, but I've tried a few noise cancelling earplugs and earpods in the past, but these are just a little bit different. They're super simple. They are adjustable with this little click gear here of 3 different levels of decibel reduction, and it means that it will give you control over your environment. What's cool about these is you put them in, it will reduce the sound impact on your ears, but you can still hear things like conversation, music, nice and crisply, so great for gigs, and I love them on my motorbike. It gives you control in a way that you wouldn't with anything else. Whether you're in a noisy cafe or on a flight, or just trying to focus in your home office, these make every little bit of difference. But if you're a bit more of a tech head, did you spot Apple's released the AirPods 4 finally with active noise cancellation? And notably a software update to the AirPods Pro 2. These are now pushing hearing protection even further with not only noise cancelling features, but also the ability to function as a certified hearing aid. So they're basically a complete sound solution now. And I think that's going to be a really big thing for Apple and pushing these out. So if you're after an upgrade to your standard AirPods, then these might be a tempting option. Number 3 on this focus list is this. It's a coffee cup. Okay, so I know this one's a little bit unexpected, but stick with me. A black coffee cup by Ben Durack Design out of Scotland. And yeah, I know it's not exactly tech in the traditional sense, but it's part of my daily focus setup. For me, great design is as much about how something looks and feels and brings you joy as it is to use. And this cup absolutely nails it on all levels. It's simple, minimal, and adds a touch of calm to my morning routine. But you could say this tiny tech is also helping me focus because there are proven studies that caffeine and the correct intake of coffee a day is good for your health and can massively improve your productivity and focus to get your brain in gear. Plus, starting with a clean designed object just makes me feel happy. It's those little things that make the difference. Okay, so we might now be calm and caffeinated, but what about actually getting some things done? Let's dive into some pocket tech that does just that next. But whilst I have you feeling calm and caffeinated, I'd love you to channel that energy into clicking the like and subscribe button below for more tech and tools. Very smooth, Simon. To kick this category off, let's talk about note-taking. Sometimes, even in our highly digital world, paper still has a place, and especially when it comes to productivity. And one of the most convenient tools I've been using lately is this, the SnapFlow Notepad from today's sponsor, Moft. Now, this is unexpected. It's a super handy, compact notepad that attaches directly to the back of your iPhone via MagSafe. The size is perfect for quick notes on the go, and it's surprisingly comfortable to use with this rather smooth and ingenious integrated pen. Now, you might go, why would you want a paper notepad on the back of your phone? I find it brilliant. Whether you're in a meeting, commuting, or just jotting ideas down, it makes it really effortless and frictionless. Plus, it doubles as a stand for your iPhone, which is a great bonus if you want to pop onto a call and hold it up while you're doing that at work. And even though we live in a world dominated by digital tools, if you're someone who likes to keep things simple and organized, this is a surprisingly good low-tech approach to making your iPhone a little bit more useful. Now, within the SnapFlow itself, there's an area for interchangeable notepads, some sticky notes, and a spot to save the important ones, and a way to display them. But back to the pen, this thing is where it gets impressive. The trifold pen is something I never would have thought of, and yet here it is, integrated into a beautifully sleek system. What is really cool is there's a nice unexpected trick. It pairs beautifully with other Moft accessories. I've partnered with Moft because I really love what they do. Things like their card wallets, their invisible tripod, meaning that you can easily turn your phone into a mini productivity hub with note-taking, camera mounts, and wallets in one sleek package. Or if you don't want to have all of that on the back of your phone, as you may not, you can just kind of keep it as a separate wallet and then attach it when you need to use it as a stand or whatever else. It's super light, totally portable, and really makes multitasking easy. This is a really simple addition to add to your everyday carry. And while we're on this note of Moft, I'm a creator, so I also need to give a shout out to this, the invisible tripod from Moft. This was one of my favorite discoveries of last year. I was dubious to start with, and it is genuinely brilliant. I can use it to film, watch videos, have video calls, use as a simple desk stand, and all the rest. And I have to say, it's a super versatile and flexible tool. So that's why I've partnered with Moft. Make sure you use the links in the description below to get access to any of their accessories. And hey, while we're down there, hit the thumbs up if you're enjoying this video. Now, on the subject of video, this is my favorite tiny camera tool and one that gets more use than expected. It's a wonderful travel creator companion, and it's the definition of tiny. This, as you may have guessed, is the Insta360 Go 3, and they've also released the new 4K capable Go 3S, and these are hands down some of the most powerful yet compact action and just daily life cameras I've come across. I love the magnetic functionality. They're so small you can slip them in your pocket. You can flip up the screen, it's great for vlogging, and you can drop them into tiny spaces, like a glass. Okay, so perhaps that's not the most hygienic, but it does look cool. But don't let the size fool you, because these things pack a lot of features. For travel, it's perfect. You get high quality 4K video if you go for the Go 3 in a package that's so portable you'll forget you're carrying it. I really love that I can attach it to my cap for a kind of first person view, great for vlogging, and also just really good for action camera shots and all the rest. So these are absolute game changers and worth considering just for kind of daily life. And it's also a great option if you want to document a bit of your life in a minimal way. Let me know in the comments what you think of this list so far and what essential tiny tech tools you'd be adding to it personally. And let's dive into my third category, tiny tech for the home and office. And since we've established that not everything needs to be electronic to be useful, this next pair of tiny tools are about as low tech as it gets, but do not underestimate their power. So these are beautifully designed by Ugmonk, and they are premium desk setup kit, definitely. But if you fancy a splash of cash, I think you might love them. So these are Analog and Analog Weekly. And these, if I show you the clean versions, are really beautiful manual to-do list solutions. They come in maple or walnut, and I found that sometimes the act of physically writing down tasks help me organize my thoughts better than put them into digital form. And the Analog Task Manager is a beautifully designed, clean and simple thing for tracking your daily tasks. You've got a kind of code system that you can use, and the Weekly Task Manager that has recently been released takes this one step further, helping you visualize your week ahead. So there's an example of mine. It's a reminder that productivity tools don't always need to be packed with tech. They just need to work, and Jeff and the team at Ugmonk have absolutely nailed it with these ones. Link below for a discount and access if you fancy them. Next, back to the electronic world and one of my all-time favorite tiny tech tools, the Hotto Tools electric screwdriver. Now, this might not be the flashiest gadget, but it's one of those things that just comes in handy more than you'd think. Whether you're assembling some IKEA furniture or tweaking your mechanical keyboard, which I tend to do more than I care to admit, this little screwdriver is actually a lifesaver. It's compact, powerful, and has a sleek design that actually makes you want to use it. Plus, the built-in LED lights mean that you can see exactly what you're doing. And even if those hard to reach spots are hard to reach, this seems to get to them. So honestly, it's one of those tools that once you have it, you wonder how you managed without it. And also from Hotto Tools is this, the compressed air capsule. It's another small but incredibly useful tool. And if you're someone who's a bit obsessive about keeping your tech and workspace clean, like me, this is a must-have. I used it to dust off my keyboard, clean my monitors, and even vacuum a small area of my desk. It's rechargeable, no more batteries to purchase, and it's compact enough to fit in a drawer of your desk without taking up too much space. It's just one of those everyday tools that makes keeping your workspace working so much easier. Finally, let's talk about this, the PRT QT label maker. It's a bit of fun, this one, and this little gadget has been great for helping me organize everything from hard drives to filing cabinets, and it's surprisingly affordable, usually around about $30 on Amazon, which makes it even better. Why would I include this? Well, I just love how easy it is to use and keep everything labeled so you can speed up and reduce the friction of getting to the things you want. I also like personalizing stuff. It looks rather professional. It's such a simple tool, but it makes a big difference when you're trying to organize and stay organized on top of a busy workspace. Plus, it just adds a little touch of personality to your setup. And at the end of the day, that's what great design and tech is all about, enhancing your workflow, freeing up your mental space. But these tools don't work if you don't find the right approach to actually using them. So I recommend watching this video next for my top productivity tips for this year, simplifying how you get things done. Or if you just want some more tech accessory joy, check out my latest desk setup video down here. Nothing wrong with that. Click on my face to get subscribed if you haven't, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.